half-assed Daily Decembear.
Hi.
Hey, how's it going?
I'm Tommy, and this is Cameron.
Hey guys.
So I wanted to talk to you about what you're studying at school. You're a graduate student in Tulsa. What school is that?
At the University of Tulsa.
Oh, University of Tulsa.
Mm-hmm.
And what are you studying?
Industrial organizational psychology.
Okay, what is that?
You know, regular psychology, usually people go into like clinical or they do a research practice. Industrial organizational psychology is concerned with work. So really about how people perform, what makes work good or bad for them, the experience of the individual at work, and then also it gets into the higher levels and bridges on some sociological stuff with organizational theory and organizational development. It's got a lot of crossover with HR too, so you can kind of think of it to be simple as scientific HR.
Wow. So what do you plan to do with it? HR or something else? Okay.
I would like to do HR work, hopefully like a training sort of development role, and I'm looking to work in leisure, hotel, or city government industry.
Oh wow, that really sounds good. So how much further do you have to go?
I graduate in May. I'm really excited.
Yay! Man, it's hard to believe that I met you when you were a freshman, and now you're about to get your
I know, and I'm about to
degree.
finish my master's. I think I'm cuter now, so that's an improvement.
Yes,
a little bit smarter.
Yes, and you're, it's like your voice is deeper too. It's like you've really grown up, you know.
Thanks. It's a good thing.
Yes, it is. It's a good thing. So, you're probably going to be the youngest person I'm talking to for this whole Daily December.
Sure. How old am I?
Yeah, how old are you?
Oh, I'm
Yes.
23.
23. So yes, so far you are the youngest, but I don't expect I'm going to talk to anybody younger.
Yeah, it's kind of hard to. Younger people are usually a little bit shyer.
Yes. So what has been your experience with the bear community so far?
Oh man, it's been pretty good. I haven't said that I've gone to a lot of the big like scene parties.
Okay.
But of course I like to go to the bars and stuff. I didn't really care for the one in Dallas, but I'm pretty good with some of the people in Tulsa.
Okay.
Like I go to the Tulsa Eagle and Bamboo, and then my friend Tommy has his own bar called Tommy's. They've been really good, been really sweet, really receptive. Can't say I found any like long-lasting relationships or even long-lasting anything. But it's like some good friends. Really.
So you've been accepted really well.
Oh yeah,
good.
I'm fuzzy.
That's good. Yes, yes, and you're tall, you're cute, you're blonde, so that all works in your favor.
The tall thing.
Yes, well, you would be surprised at how much tall will get you in certain places, you know?
Yeah. Yeah, I've been approached most for my height, and apparently my eyes are pretty.
Oh yes, your eyes are very pretty.
Oh, okay. Well, thanks.
We'll see if we can get a good close-up of them.
Okay.
So what other things are you enthusiastic about now?
Oh, goodness. I would say that I'm a pretty big gamer.
So what do you play?
A lot of RPGs.
Oh, really?
Really big fan of the Tales of series, which is, it's through Namco Bandai, is the studio that handles the Japanese series. Tales of Xillia 2 and Tales of Xillia have been released this year and last year.
Is that a console or a PC game?
It's a console, PS3.
Okay.
And those have been taking up a lot of my time. And then, of course, huge Legend of Zelda fan. I've probably played through every Legend of Zelda at least 5 or 6 times.
I thought you were a big Pokemon fan, too.
I am a big Pokemon
So have you
fan.
played Omega and Sapphire?
I did. I did. In fact, it's funny that you talk about Omega Ruby. I just finished the main story.
Okay.
They beat the Elite Four part of it today, and I'm on the Delta episode. It's a great game.
Okay.
Pokemon has matured along with the fans, and so it gets progressively more complicated in the story, a little bit more mature each
Yeah, you've kind of grown up with that.
generation.
So.
Yeah.
Alright, so, music, reading, anything?
So I have a pretty big taste in music. Like my iTunes library borders on the insane. It's like I passed the 100 gig mark some time ago.
Okay. Was part of that by being in Denton?
Oh yeah.
In college, because that's a big music town?
Yeah, Denton's a big music town, so like you get exposed to a lot of jazz. Like everyone and their mother plays jazz there. Some good acoustic, and of course some like more punkish kind of rock. I think right now I've been listening to a lot. I've actually been more hip hop. I don't know what about Tulsa makes me want to listen to hip hop. It's probably because Tulsa's a little folky.
Yeah, I was just sort of saying, wouldn't it be more country? But yeah.
Yeah, which I enjoy some country, but most of it's a little bit too like I lost my girlfriend and just don't care for it. Hip hop, heavy metal. I listen to a lot of Japanese music. Like it's ridiculous.
Yeah. Does that go with the? Or do you watch a lot of anime?
I do watch a lot of anime.
So does that kind of go together?
Yeah, I think anime,
Jake.
a lot of the J-Rock, and then also like the Tales of, which is my favorite video game series. They have like all the cutscenes are anime. So it's structured like an anime story.
Okay.
Goodness. Reading, I feel like I only ever read for my field. So I do a lot, you have to read a lot for grad
Well,
school.
I know you told me you read John Green, and I had barely heard of John Green when you were just squeeing about the Fault in Our Stars becoming a movie.
Oh, The Fault in Our Stars was good. So I do read a lot of John Green. Right now I'm rereading a book called An Abundance of Catherines.
Oh yeah, that's about all I know about it.
Yeah.
I know that he's been filming Paper Towns. He's been executive producing on
Paper Towns is going to be good. I'm surprised that they went with that one and not Catherine's.
Okay.
Or even they're surprised that they didn't go for Looking for Alaska. So Looking for Alaska was sort of like his break-in kind of hit.
Okay.
Like it won the Young Adult Literary Award, and it's probably my favorite of the books. It's the most serious. That's not The Fault in Our Stars. The Fault in Our Stars is like romantically serious.
Yeah.
Yeah, but like the Looking for Alaska is a bit more profound. It's a bit more like I lost in the before and after part of it. So,
Okay.
But I do read a lot of John Green. I have I will admit that I read a lot of erotica. Man, I consume a lot of that. So it's good. There's very little good
So
gay
amateur,
fiction.
professional?
I like amateur
Okay.
more so. There's some like good published stuff. So Vampire Vow, Vampire Thrall, which is a Victor Schleifenbach. He lives in Italy, but he writes those. Those are really well written. Like, and they balance like the horror erotica genre, which is my favorite crossover.
Oh, that's cool.
And of course, I've read Benjamin Justice, that's one of my
Oh,
favorite
yeah.
series. And Christopher Rice is my
Man,
favorite.
that's really heavy, the Benjamin Justice
Oh, yeah.
series, yeah.
That's really good.
Okay. Television movies?
Man, television and...
Do you even have time for television?
I do have time for television,
Okay.
so that's bad. I'm a huge fan of Once Upon a Time.
Okay.
Man, like, I love that show. But I've also been really big on Sleepy Hollow this season, and How to Get Away with Murder.
Really, really good. So, you like How to Get Away with Murder?
I do. It's nice to see like the main female actress. She's got a really good presence,
Yeah.
and the plot is really complicated. And I like how they do it through a combination of flashbacks and present action that actually works. Whereas other people like the show gets too heavy on flashbacks, and you're like, why don't you just show it in order?
Yes.
It actually works.
But sometimes you need that. I mean, you need to bounce around a little bit because a straight narrative, you're just going to go, oh, that was boring.
And then it takes forever for like to get to the denouement. And I think I'm always a big fan of Law and Order, so of course I follow Law and Order SVU.
Okay.
Yeah, Mariska Hargitay is my spirit animal.
So is there anything in particular that's giving you life these days?
That's given me life.
You don't know that expression.
Like rejuvenated my. Okay, well I will say other than sleep, sleep
Yes.
sleep is a precious thing in graduate
For college
school.
student, yes.
Yeah, so you just don't have it. I've been practicing photography. So a couple of months ago, I purchased like a really basic Nikon DSLR, and I've just been practicing learning how to use it and reading some books on it. And it's just I've had some good results. Of course, all my good results involve the easiest thing to make pretty, which is leaves. But leaves and landscapes and those kinds of things. But I've also gotten some success with taking pictures of people's pets, with or without their permission.
Pretty good.
Yeah, so the photography has been fun. I've been trying to get back into the gym. Mixed success with that, but it's been good. Most of the time, my gym time turns into me like bebopping on the treadmill, which is fine. And I like lifting, but other people are lifting, and I'm like, man, that chick over there is lifting like 80 pounds, and I'm over here with like 60, and I'm like, man, I gotta push. I'm 6'4", so I can lift a lot, but not like 50 times in a row.
Yeah. So, you're single. What are you looking for in a man?
Yeah, that's hard. So it's weird. I tend to be more attracted to older men, but it would be cool to date someone remotely near my own age. Mostly, like, I don't care much about super appearances. Like, I've dated everything from, pretty hefty. I wouldn't say I'm into, like, super chubs or anything, but definitely been more of the bearish kind of beefy guys. But I've also dated the smoother kind of skinny guys before. So the physicality is not a big thing, but, man, ability to hold a conversation. People who like to eat. Like, I don't care what size you are, but I love to cook. So if you don't like to eat, that's...
Yes, you've had some really interesting cooking photography on Facebook.
Yeah. Cooking, I guess, is
Yeah.
sparked in my life, too. Although cooking is expensive if you get down to it. And wine.
Yes.
There
you go.
I like someone who's a balance of, like, homebody and adventurous, which is, again, contradictory. But you know, like, don't be afraid to go out. But like, if you want to go out all the time, it's exhausting, and two, who's time for that?
Okay. So how can people find you?
How can people find me?
If you're watching this, yeah.
Yeah, if you want to look me up on Facebook, it's Kameron Chase is my username. You should be able to find me. I'll check my privacy settings, but I'll keep it open for the next few days. I'm on Twitter. I'm at Cam_AYAA, which is a Fruits Basket reference for anyone who's an old anime fan. But I've had that forever. And of course, if you're in the Dallas or Tulsa areas, you can probably find me on like Growler. So
You have a really unusual username there too. So.
it's boredom ? Yes. Mostly because like I feel like I'm only ever on Growler when I'm actually like I have nothing to do and I'm like I wonder what other people are doing. I will admit though I laugh at people's photos all the time and the things that people say on Growler.
Oh yes, yeah.
We'll leave it at that.
That's good. All right. So if you like this video, give it a thumbs up, and if you haven't already, hit that subscribe button. And until tomorrow, we'll have another Daily Decembear. Thanks.
Thanks, guys.